Namaste to everybody. It's Ramakrishna skill to English. Prior to that, I was an English teacher for 2 decades. My topic is English. Like there is a very famous shloka in Sanskrit that says, this is weightless. It cannot be divided among brothers. It cannot be stolen by any thieves. And the more you spread it, the more you gain it. So that is called knowledge. It is weightless, and the more you spread it, the more it goes on growing with you. Here, with my little knowledge, I would like to share now. Let's learn to speak correct English. The usage of right words in the right place. The listener. Good evening, Prakash sir. Rupali, namaste. Now, am I audible to everybody? Am I audible? Prakash sir, am I audible? Rupali? Thank you, Rupali, for responding. So, the correct, in the right sense, the usage of right words in the right place to convey the right meaning to the listener. So that is what is a basic thing in communication. Now, I have come across many teachers who have in-depth knowledge in English grammar, but are unable to speak English properly. On the other hand, there are many people who have lesser educational qualifications and comparatively lesser knowledge in English grammar, but can speak better than the qualified people. Now, let's look at the procedure or the steps to frame correct sentences in English. It's easy to frame sentences if we follow. Wow. Yes. If we follow the following steps. A sentence can be compared to our body, namely the head, the neck, and the trunk, that is the body below the neck. Let's start with the head of a sentence. Head of a sentence can be of 9 types. They are I, you, they, we. This is one head. She, it, Rama, Sita. So there are 9 heads over here. Now the neck is the connection between the head and the trunk. The neck in the sentences are, that is what we are going to discuss now: do, wake up, brush, take, pray, have, go to, etc. We'll extend it. We can extend it more and more. And the other type is does, wakes up, brushes, takes bath, prays, has, goes to. It can also be, they can also be extended further. Now we are limiting it to a few of these, something around 10 to 12 necks, different necks we have. The trunks of the sentences are at 5 a.m., my teeth, bath, to God, breakfast, school, because I was a school teacher, I still have the affinition towards school. Now let us match the head, the neck and the trunk to make meaningful sentences. Very easy, it's very easy it is. The main purpose is to frame simple and meaningful, correct sentences. Now, shall we start with the do? I do. I wake up at 5 a.m. I brush my teeth. I go to toilet. I take bath. I pray to God. I have my breakfast. I go to school. I return home at 5 p.m. I refresh myself. I play for some time. I study, I revise my lessons from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. I watch TV from 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. I have my supper at 9:30 p.m. I go to sleep at 10 p.m. Excuse me. Now, all these actions, around 10 or 12 sentences are there. Now let us remove I. We can substitute the first head I, remove it and add you. The same, only the head has to be replaced, not the neck and the trunk. Only the head. We replace I with you. So we shall again remodel the sentences. I do. I wake up at 5 a.m. I brush my teeth. I go to toilet. I take bath. Sorry, you take bath. I wake up at 5 a.m. I brush my teeth. I go to toilet. I take bath. I pray to God. I have my breakfast. You go to your school. It is in the first case it is given as I go to my school. Now it will be you go to your school. You return home at 5 p.m. You refresh yourself. So like that we can the first head I with you, they and we to frame more types of simple sentences. Now every action that we from morning till every action has its own importance. Number one, every day we are supposed to take 8 hours sleep. Our body from tiredness after a full day's work and different activities. So an ideal time is to wake up so that just we can finish off our bathroom formalities or toilet for all those formalities and get ready to pray to God. Now, brush my teeth. See, our teeth, our mouth is directly related to, exposed to the atmosphere. So it contains the maximum number of viruses. So after having food the previous night, the remaining food remains, all those things if they are left over there, they start decaying and it causes tooth decay. So we have got to open the day with the first activity, brushing our teeth. And that takes 5 or 10 minutes. Next, it is the internal cleaning. That is cleaning of our bowels, the intestine, the undigested food or the waste food that is thrown into the intestine has to be disposed away. Next is the largest organ in our body, that is the skin. It also is exposed directly to the atmosphere, directly to the sun. So when there is dust flying, dust in the atmosphere, in the air, insect stings, mosquito bites, when thorn pricks, all these things our skin experiences. So our skin, the body is totally exposed to the dirt atmosphere, the atmosphere outside. So we have got to clean our body by taking a bath. After that, we have got to cleanse our mind. I cannot take my mind and wash it in some detergent and again put it back. So we cleanse our mind by praying to God. We pray to God, and after that we fill in our tummy with fresh food. That is the morning breakfast, the heaviest meal of the day. Then after all these activities, see, all these activities are planned like that. It is with a purpose. Cleansing, how much or whenever we take anything, it has to be, the unwanted things have to be disposed away. Now we have finished the first 4 heads. I, you, they and we. The neck and the trunk are the same, except for minor changes. Now let us go to the remaining 5. He, she, it, Rama, Sita. He represents a male. She represents a female. It represents anything, any living thing, non-living thing. And of course we represent it for animals and birds also. Rama, it is a masculine, it is a male version of a human being. Sita, that is a female version, feminine gender, what you call. So we'll go to the next 5. See how easy it is to frame sentences. When we go to the next 5, we say he does, she does, it does, Rama does, Sita does. Now we'll concentrate with he. He does. That is, we remove does and add wake up. Wake up, we add yes. So he wakes up at sorry. He goes to toilet. He brushes his teeth. He takes bath. He has his breakfast. He goes to his school, not my school, his school. He returns to his house at 5 p.m. He refreshes himself. He revises from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. He watches the news from 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. He has his supper at 9:30 p.m. He goes to sleep at 10 p.m. See, just 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. 12 or 13 sentences you are able to make on your own with head different, neck small changes, small touch up, and the trunk small changes. Now let us remove he and replace he with she. She wakes up at 5 a.m. She goes to toilet. She brushes her teeth. It was given as his teeth previously. We'll remove his and add her. She takes bath. She has her breakfast. She goes to her school. She returns to her house at 5 p.m. She revises her lessons from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. She watches the news from 9 p.m. to 9:30 p.m. She has her supper at 9:30 p.m. She goes to sleep at 10 p.m. How easy it is. Now let us substitute she with it. Of course, animals, birds and plants don't have all this, don't do many of this, but they don't watch TV and revise their lessons or go to office with minor changes. Now for easy learning, let's assume it is used to represent a human being. We remove she and add it. The same thing goes. The neck and the trunk are the same. With minor changes in the trunk, but the head, it is it. Then Rama. Let's have a small, what are the changes here? Well, let us see. Rama does. What does he do? Rama wakes up at 5 a.m. Rama goes to toilet. Rama brushes his teeth. Rama takes bath. Rama has his or Rama's breakfast. We'll remove his and add Rama's. Rama has Rama's breakfast. I'll tell you why. It will be easy for you to understand. Rama goes to Rama's school. Rama returns to Rama's house at 5 p.m. Rama refreshes himself. We cannot say Rama self. Rama revises Rama's lessons from 6 p.m. to 9 p.m. Rama watches the news from 9 to 9:30 p.m. Rama has Rama's supper at 9:30 p.m. Rama goes to sleep at 10 p.m. I tell you why this apostrophe Ramas we have added instead of adding his. We already finished his. Let us not repeat it. This Rama apostrophe, yes, it is called as a possessive noun in English grammar. We don't give much importance. Without going deep into grammar, we learn like this. It improves our vocabulary. Now, when it comes to, substitute Rama with Sita. The same way as we had done for Rama. Minor changes here and there. Everything goes very nicely. With these things, we can improve our vocabulary. We can keep on adding vocabulary. Like, he wakes up at 5 a.m. Instead of wake up, we can say get up. Right? We can combine. He goes to toilet, he brushes his teeth, he takes bath. He completes his bathroom formalities. Good. A good way of changing the sentence without changing its meaning. By adding new words. He wants to 9:30 p.m. We can change it. He views the news on TV from 9 to 9:30 p.m. Fine. A good way of adding words. Instead of repeating the same thing, we can keep on adding words without changing the meaning. So that's substituting these words with similar meaning words. Words, how nice it will be. When we repeat all these actions, all the actions that we learn now, 13 into 9, 9 different heads, 13 sentences for each head. It becomes a repetition when every day. It becomes a repetition of the same actions. We never get bored. I am not bored of having breakfast. I am not bored of going to sleep. I am not bored of watching TV. That's what I do now. I am not bored of taking bath. Otherwise, I know what will I do. I am not bored of brushing. See, all these activities are repeated. This repetition of activities turn into our habits. Got the point now? whatever we repeat every day. So when we wake up early morning, that becomes our habit. First a few days it will be a little troublesome for us, but later on we get habituated to that. So those become, waking up at 5 a.m. becomes our habit. So the apt title for all these activities in our daily life is, please underline, my daily routine. Daily, every day takes place. Routine, the same activities. So it is my daily routine. Grammatically, now let us talk about grammar, English grammar, because people are crazy after grammar. They get allergy, they are allergic towards grammar. Now let us relate these events, whatever we have finished, the daily routine, to grammar. Grammatically, all these activities or actions that repeat, that we always repeat, our habits, universal facts, proverbs, fall under simple present tense. Like this, we can frame sentences according to the time of action. And mind you, according to English, in English grammar we have 12 tenses. Using these form, this type, my daily routine onwards, you can start and change with sufficient changes. We can frame the sentences in 12 tenses in English. In English grammar, we call them as tenses. One important point is, like they say, like there is a saying, no pain, no gain. Whatever we learn, there should be some struggle, some hard work. Some hard work is very, very important, at least little. Once we work hard, definitely, table and say, definitely, this in English, that is speaking in English, will be as easy as eating a cake, a freshly cake from fresh oven, fresh cake from an oven. Very easy it is, easily digestible. The listener can understand very easily. So it's not so difficult also, it's not so tough as people start sweating. You learn good, speaking in good sentences, meaningful sentences, grammatically correct sentences, relating them to our daily life. We have to do like that. That is the best way of learning any language. Telugu is my mother tongue. My mother never gave me a table, a chair, fan, tube light and started teaching me. She never taught me. I listened. We have got to listen first. That's what in communication skills they say. The major step. It is not your skill, talking skill. It is listening skill. It is more important. We must always listen. Open our antennae. That is the ears wide open. See how wide my ears are. You have to keep them wide open. And then listen carefully what the other person is saying. Maybe for a few days it may be very strange to you what he is talking. But as days go, you will catch up with them. This is how I learned Telugu, my mother tongue. Hindi from my teachers. English from my teachers. Malayalam from the local people. And Tamil. As easy as that. Of course, I did a lot of practice. Lot of pronunciation difference was there. People used to make fun of me. They were not able to discourage me at any point. Many multilinguals, they speak like this. They keep on stammering. They keep on struggling. They keep on making mistakes. and then they learn. The final result is never give up till you learn. It's as easy as that. It's not so difficult, especially English. We all know that English is an international language, a global language, and nowadays it is given the utmost importance. Let me tell you one incident that took place when I was just an ordinary teacher in a school. Another teacher came over there for a demo class, MSc Microbiology, a very good boy indeed, lot of knowledge I say, and his way of explanation was fantastic. Really, I appreciate that boy. Everything was very fine. He could draw pictures on the blackboard beautifully. It's called ray diagram. But only one thing was missing in him: English. Explaining those things in English. Explaining to them in English. That was the only drawback. So he was rejected. So there are umpteen incidences taking place like this. Many incidents. Highly knowledgeable people, but just the lack of communicating in English made them lose the job. Good. Now the main thing is, let's all practice together. Even I practice. So what happens is, practice makes a man perfect. So let's practice and shine in our life. Thank you. Sarve Jana Sukhino Bhavantu. Thank you very much. Thank you for watching this live video. Have a great day.